Hey folks, what's up? Welcome to Tech Lure, the spot where tech headaches come to chill out. Thinking about grabbing some gameplay footage or maybe putting together a screen tutorial? Yeah, you're in the right place. I'm about to walk you through setting up OBS Studio step by step so you can record like a pro, or at least not rage quit after 5 minutes. Don't worry if you're totally new to this. It's not rocket science. All right, let's dive in. Fire up OBS Studio. See that file option chillin' in the top left? Click it, then hit up Settings in the drop-down. That's where all the real recording magic happens. Don't even bother with the General tab. Nothing exciting happening there, seriously. Just jump straight to the Video tab on the left. That's where the good stuff is. Start by setting your base canvas resolution to whatever your monitor uses. Just match it up. Next, check out the Output Scaled Resolution. That's basically how much of your screen you actually want to record. If you're grabbing the whole screen, like I usually do, just keep it the same as your monitor. But if you only need a chunk of the screen, play around with that setting till it fits what you want. Simple as that. Next up, find common FPS values. Yeah, it's buried in there somewhere. Pick whatever frame rate suits your vibe. 30 FPS if you're chill, 60 if you want things super smooth. Totally up to you and your PC specs. Open the output settings. Don't even bother with the streaming tab right now. Totally not our problem today. Head straight for the recording tab. Flip that type option over to standard. That's the one you want. Now about where your stuff gets saved. Yeah, you could leave the recording path on whatever boring default it landed on, but honestly, I'd switch it up. It usually dumps everything on your C drive, right? That's where Windows lives and breathes. Not the best idea. If your system freaks out, boom, your recordings are toast. Plus, it'll slow things down. Just pick another drive. Keep things tidy and avoid the headache. Now let's talk about the recording format. OBS gives you several options like MP4, MKV, and MPEGTS. So what's the difference? MP4 is widely supported and easy to edit. But if OBS crashes while recording, the entire file will be lost. MKV, on the other hand, is much safer. If your system crashes or power goes out, the recording is still recoverable. Later, you can convert MKV to MP4 in OBS. I'll show this in the last, so stay till end. In the encoder section, I'm selecting NVIDIA NVENCH.264. It uses the GPU and gives smooth performance, especially for gaming. If you have an AMD card, choose the AMD H.264 encoder. For Intel, look for Quick Sync Video. If none are available, you can use X264, but keep in mind it uses your CPU and may affect performance. For the audio encoder, I'm using FFmpeg AAC. It's a great balance of quality and compatibility. Other options include FFmpeg FLAC, 16-bit, lossless audio with high quality but larger file size. FFmpeg ALAC, 24-bit, also lossless, best for archiving or music, not ideal for regular recordings. FFmpeg Opus, efficient at low bit rates, but not supported by all editors. FFmpeg PCM, 16, 24, 32-bit, uncompressed audio with the highest quality and largest file size. For most screen and game recordings, AAC is the best all-round option. Keep rescale output disabled. We've already set the resolution earlier. Now for rate control, choose constant QP. Then set the QP value between 15 to 20. Lower values mean better quality but larger file size. I recommend starting at 17 for a good balance. Set the keyframe interval to 2 seconds. This helps with smoother playback and editing. For preset, choose slowest for the best quality, though it may use more system resources. Under tuning, select high quality. Set multipass mode to 2 passes, quarter resolution. It improves visual clarity without too much performance impact. Set the profile to high for optimal compatibility and quality. Make sure to check both boxes under the encoder settings. They help improve encoding efficiency. Then set B-frames to 2. This adds better video compression and smoothness without hurting quality. As I mentioned earlier, you can convert MKV to MP4 directly in OBS. To do this, go to the Advanced Settings and check the box that says Automatically Remux to MP4. But keep in mind, this will save both MKV and MP4 versions of your recording, which means double the file size. I don't recommend enabling this unless you really need MP4 right away. The manual method works just fine. And that's it! Your OBS is now ready for smooth game and screen recording. If this helped you out, give it a like and consider subscribing to TechLure for more easy tech guides.